Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing good. So now let us see what we had discussed in our last session. So in the last session we had already discussed about transportation in animals. In the transportation of animals we had already completed the circulatory system and the structure and function of the human heart. So already you have learned about structure and function of human heart. Let me rewind a little bit about it. The human heart consists of 4 chambers, that is 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Then each auricle and ventricle, it is separated by a valve, and the right side and the left side of the heart, they are separated by a septum. Also we learned that the deoxygenated blood gets collected in the right side of our heart. This deoxygenated blood enters into the lungs for the further purification. After purification, the oxygenated blood enters into the left part of our heart. From the left part of the heart, the oxygenated blood enters into the aorta, and with the help of aorta along with the help of the blood vessels, they help in the transportation of the oxygenated blood to all the parts of our body. Then what are these blood vessels and how do they function? So today in this class we shall be studying about them. So today in this class you will be studying about blood vessels and types of blood vessels. So before starting our new topic, let me give you an example how does these blood vessels function. So let us look at this slide then. So what do you observe here? You are observing a game called as the relay game. So in the relay game, what is the main motto of the players and what is the actual game they play? So here in the relay game, each person has to run for a particular duration and they have to pass the stick. What is the main motto of the players then? So the main motto of the players is to carry the stick from the origin to the destination or from the previous player to the next player. So similar to the relay game here, the blood vessels also have to function in a similar way. So now let us see what are these blood vessels then. So blood vessels, they are the components of the circulatory system, and apart from the blood vessels, the circulatory system also includes the heart and as well as blood. The blood vessels also help in the transportation of nutrients and oxygen throughout our body. Even they also help in the removal of carbon dioxide rich blood. Then based upon the function, again the blood vessels are differentiated into 3 types. So they are arteries, veins and capillaries. So there are 3 types of blood vessels then. Now let us see what are the blood vessels by watching a diagram. So here you can see there are again 3 types of the blood vessels. So here the red color structure, what you are able to see here, it is called as the artery, and there is a network like structure which you are able to see here, and it is called as the capillary, and the blue color structure which you are observing, it is called as the vein. So these are the 3 types of blood vessels then. Now let us study about them each one by one in detail. So first one, it is the arteries. So arteries, they help in the transportation of the oxygen rich blood from the heart to all the parts of our body. So here you can see the arteries then. So here these are the arteries, they help in the transportation of the oxygen rich blood from all the part, that is from the heart to all the parts of our body. So here as you already know that there will be large amount of the blood which has to be transported. So the arteries, they have a thick walls, means they are having strong walls and they are elastic in nature because the amount of blood may vary. So for this reason the walls are elastic in nature and they are stronger. And these arteries, they enter into the organs and they produce small tube-like structures, and these are called as the capillaries. Now let us see where are these capillaries then. So here you can see that these are the small tube-like structures and these are commonly called as the capillaries. So now you are able to understand the arteries. So let me explain this once again then. So as you already know that arteries are red in color and They help in the transportation of the oxygen-rich blood from the heart to all the parts of our body. They have to supply the blood in large amount. So they have thick walls or strong walls, and they are elastic in nature. And these arteries, again they give rise to the tube-like structures. They are called as the capillaries. So these are the capillaries then. So this is regarding the arteries. So now let us study about the capillaries. As you already know that capillaries, they are formed by the arteries, and these capillaries, they are tube-like structures and they are very thin. They are present throughout our body. That is, they are present throughout all our body, and also they are surrounded throughout the tissues. Now let us see what is the structure of the capillaries then. So as you can see here, these are the capillaries. So here they are very thin and they are very large in number. So what is the function of the capillaries then? As I already said that they are passed from the arteries. That is, arteries give rise to the capillaries. So they have to carry the oxygen rich blood and the nutrients which are present in the blood to all the parts of our body. So here, as you already know that capillaries, they are present throughout our body and also surrounded by the tissues. So they supply these nutrients and the oxygen to the tissues. Then, as you had already learnt in your previous classes, that a group of tissues with similar structure and function forms the organ. So indirectly, these capillaries, they are secreting the nutrients and as well as the oxygen rich blood to all the organs of our body. Along with this process, they also help in the removal of the waste materials which are produced by our body, and they pass it to our veins. So here you can see these are the veins then. So now let us see what are these veins and what is the function of the veins then. So here veins, they carry the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of our body, and these are having the thin walls. So you can see in the diagram here. So here veins are little bit thin when compared to the arteries, because arteries, they have to carry oxygenated blood which is more in quantity, but here veins carry the deoxygenated blood which is less in quantity. So the veins have thin walls, and veins also have the valves which prevent the backflow of the blood. Once they enter into the heart for the purification, again the blood should not get mixed up into our body. So in order to prevent this, there are valves in the veins. So these are the different types of the blood vessels. So now let us summarize all these concepts what we have studied with the help of an animated video then. So here you will be studying about the blood vessels. So already you know that there are three types of blood vessels then. So there are three types of blood vessels. So first one, it is the arteries, veins and capillaries. So first let us start with the arteries. So arteries, they are usually thick walled. So here you can see the arteries, they are thick walled. They help in the carrier of oxygen rich blood to all the parts of our body. They are elastic in nature. So this is regarding the arteries. So now it is the veins. Veins help in the carrier of deoxygenated blood, and they are non-elastic in nature, and they also have the valves to prevent the backflow of the blood. So arteries and veins, they are interconnected to each other with the help of the capillaries. Capillaries are small tube-like structures which help in the distribution of nutrients to all the parts of our body, and also the removal of waste products from our body. So this is regarding the blood vessels then. Now let us summarize then what we had studied then. So today in this session you had already studied about blood vessels definition, types of blood vessels and the functions of blood vessels. So this is regarding the summary what you had studied. So we shall meet you in the next session, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.